Well, hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Chicago. It's good to be back. Of course, I was back yesterday. What's today? January the 4th, 2024. We'll head here along Michigan Avenue and head by the ice skating rink here in Millennium Park by the Bean. We'll check on the construction status of the Bean, and we'll go over to Maggie Daley Park there and check out the ice skating ribbon. Of course, it's stuff we've done many times before in December, but I'm just going to take it easy today since it's the first day I'm easing back into the office. We walked downtown on TikTok this morning, but now we're back at it on YouTube. We'll see if the lunch bunch is around, and if not, that's cool too, but we'll see what's happening here. Good to be back in sweet home Chicago. So they got some, I guess these barricades are left over. Hey Wes, thanks for tuning in. Happy Thursday. Hope you're having a good one there. Yeah, the Christmas tree's still here. What are we wrapping up the 12 days of Christmas, I guess? There's people ice skating. Anita, good morning. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. That's great. Thanks everybody. The way I roll. Thanks for tuning in. That's good. And yeah, we'll see how long this stays up here. Of course, they'll keep the Christmas lights on Michigan Avenue for most of January. At least that's what they did last year. Denise, good morning. How you doing? Ease on down. Yeah, we'll ease on down to the ice skating rink here. Let me make sure I got the camera straight here. It's always a constant battle. Here's a good way for me to see if I got it straight there. There we go. Good. That's looking good. We'll go under this trellis here. Winter Millennium Park. Oh yeah, there's some nice easy music here. Yeah, we're doing well. That's good. Glad you're doing well, Anita. Denise, good morning. Yeah, how's everybody doing here? Yeah, it's nice to see people. We got 35 degrees and we got nice sunshine, so it's nice to see people here enjoying themselves still. 2024 ice skating. Of course, this ice skating rink will remain up for the rest of the winter. And we'll listen to the music here. Hopefully I won't get a copyright infringement, but we'll ease past the music. It's nice they pipe in the music here. There you see, so it's free to skate. It's free to skate if you bring your own skates. Of course, you can rent skates. There's people lacing up right here. And yeah, it's so nice to see people enjoying this sunshine and wintertime in Chicago. It's not that bad. Look at this guy. This guy has some skills skating backwards. Christopher, how you doing? Yeah, we're back in Chicago. Happy New Year, Christopher. Happy New Year, everybody else tuning in. Yeah, thanks for being part of this live, and we'll keep on trucking here. And it's nice to see. Yeah, we'll keep moving. First rule of live streaming, I got to keep moving. If I stay in one spot, it gets boring. Well, it's same with talking. I got to maintain a constant, no dead airspace. It's like a radio station. That's good. Yeah, Happy New Year. Hope everybody had a good one, and all kinds of stuff's been happening. Hey, look at this. They got the you could nice. You put a drink right there. Hey, they got the polar bear. Hey, we saw the polar bear yesterday, a real live polar bear at the Lincoln Park Zoo. Wasn't that nice? See the polar bear swimming around, and hey, you got the soccer ball. I got some more there. Hey, goal. That's good. Hey, there's the Crown Fountain. They got the faces still on, but of course they're not spitting the water out because it does get below freezing at night. But we're barely above freezing now, 35 degrees. And we'll leave the ice skating rink, and we'll go to the other ice skating rink. We'll go to the one at Maggie Daley Park, the Ribbon, and we'll check on the Bean, see if they made any more progress on the plaza. There's the Great Bean of Chicago. It's wearing its protective diaper there at the bottom. It looks like, to me, it looks like duct tape, but I know other people call it a diaper. No, you won't see this in Texas. They do have a few ice skating rinks in like the Galleria malls and stuff, but they're indoors. And of course, they're not real ice because they're indoors. And they did have an ice skating rink. I've seen it in past years with real ice. But you know, it's they have to chill it down, and it gets kind of slick and watery in downtown Houston in that park there by the convention center. Yeah, the bean's been under construction for a while. You can see it there. They're redoing the plaza. And they're not actually doing anything to the bean, they're just protecting the bean. They're doing the paving around it. And you see this is a good vantage point. And we get over this fence, see some of the progress of the bean construction here, Millennium Park, Chicago. Thanks for tuning in. You see the skyline here, other people taking photos. So we'll navigate through this fencing. I think this is construction fencing, and then we'll head across the pedestrian bridge behind the band shell here. The Frank Gehry designed Pritzker band shell. You see all the fencing they got here. Normally that's where you can just walk up to the bean, but it's been like that for months, you're right. And hopefully they'll have it finished in time for spring, or at least when the trees start leafing out. Hey, that's nice. Yeah, people enjoying a stroll through the park here. And Chicago, you got it. And yeah, you know, we had a good trip there in Texas. There, they're driving a remote control car. They got some toys they're playing with there. That's great. Look at that. Yeah. Go out to the park and drive your remote control car. That's great. And look at the Pritzker band shell. Frank Gehry designed, of course, his signature style. And there's the beams. How's it going? That's great. That's nice to see people playing in the park there. Yeah, you got plenty of room to drive around that radio controlled car here. How's everybody doing here? We'll circle around the great lawn here and dream about the summertime when they can have outdoor concerts. Have your luncheon on the grass there. So you get this hedge goes around the Lurie Gardens are on the other side of this hedge, but I'm not, you know, there's not much to see there in the wintertime. I got the camera straight, I guess it is. Look at the skyline. It's good to be back. There's the Sears Tower. There's the skyline of Chicago. I'm kind of filming backwards over my shoulder here. Here we'll go right across the BP Bridge and head to the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. But that was a nice Texas trip. I really enjoyed that. We had nice weather, nice sunny days. And got to see the Alamo, the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Beautiful growing skyline of Austin, 6th Street. We got up to the University of Texas, Texas State Capitol, all that stuff. Exit closed. But here, there's the ever-expanding skyline of Chicago. Yeah, the clouds are nice today. We got these beautiful puffy clouds. It was kind of dreary yesterday. I didn't even go into the office yesterday, but it was nice to kind of work from home there, ease into the, and there's not too many people back. There's a few people back. Wish some of my office workers a happy new year. It's nice to see everybody, and of course the excitement never ends. One of my coworkers, of course, you know, now I really have to post the you know, it's on YouTube. I posted the video of the hot tub boat. There's the infamous hot tub boat here in Chicago that you can rent. I don't know if there's several or just one, and hopefully I won't offend anybody. Of course, we knew it was just a matter of time for it to happen. He was like, have you seen the viral video? Someone was having sex in the hot tub boat in full view, and people were filming it and naked and having. Now you want to rent the hot tub boat, and hopefully they clean out the water. You know, of course, everything and anything will happen, and since we're on YouTube, we'll try to keep it from the kids, but of course, welcome to Chicago. I won't say only in Chicago because that could happen anywhere. LA, Miami, like, you know, they got hit by another craft. Okay, wow, that is great. Look at this. So, Richard Gardner, yeah, back. Lisa, okay, city walking girl filmed the hot tub boat, and a person on the boat reached out. The boat got hit by another craft. They wanted the footage. that's what happened when we saw the sailboats. Remember, we saw the sailboats coming in the fall. And then so I have to talk to City Walking Girl about that. That's amazing that she was filming and someone hit it. So, of course, so there's already been a boat accident with the hot tub boat. There's already been a scandalous X-rated video that's circulating online with the hot tub boat. What's next? Is it going to sink? Is somebody's going to sink the hot tub boat and ruin it for everybody else by wrecking into it? I don't know. It's just call the wild. She didn't film the crash. Oh, that's horrible. Well, they were asking her just in case. Yeah, you know, and will there be a hot tub boat road rage incidents, like a boat rage incident? You know, that's what there's enough road rage incidents on, you know, Reels and TikTok and whatever, and now we got to have some boat rage incidents. You know, it just cranks me up. Motorcycle ramp off a bridge and hit the hot tub boat. Welcome back to Chicago. How's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in, the Lunch Bunch. Yeah, the city's looking nice. It's good to be back in Chicago. I miss this city. And the weather's not too bad. You know, everybody keeps saying, where's the snow? Where's the snow? Maybe we'll see if we get any snow on Tuesday. There's a chance of snow on Tuesday, but, you know, we'll believe it when we see it. I know, hopefully they change the water every time, because when I filmed it, there were 4, you know, the nice women in the boat, and they were just, looked like they were having a nice, it's like they were drinking wine there, and, you know, just having a sophisticated time in the hot tub boat. It was in December, you know, it's always interesting. There's not hardly any other boats on the river, and there's a hot tub boat floating around, people drinking wine in the hot tub boat, but, hey, that's great. All the amazing possibilities that exist in the world. But working the kinks out. Yeah, I know. Just working the kinks out. Just getting some relaxation, right? Yeah. Well, I'll change the subject because this could quickly spiral out of control, and I don't want to lose control of the conversation here. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Welcome to Chicago. We got nice sunshine here. Look at the clouds and. But yeah, I saw City Walking Girl she went inside the conservatory in Lincoln Park, which was great. She got some R&R, which was good. That's a good place to relax and just veg out. I do the same thing, walk through there in the wintertime. It's great. I went by it on my way to the zoo yesterday, and we saw, I'll have to cut out the hippopotamus, the meerkats. There's still plenty of other footage besides the polar bear. Look, there's a line to the Ring Cafe. There's a lot of people here today. I guess some people are still off of it's kind of the end days of this winter break here, so maybe school's not back. Not all the schools are back, I guess. And what a great day. We'll film the yeah, look at the crowds here at the Maggie Daley Ice Skating Ribbon, Chicago. There's the Ring Cafe. It smells great. It smells like powdered sugar and hot chocolate. Yeah, I miss the L trains. Yeah, the L trains, of course. There's not enough trains in the Texas City. We need some L trains, and that's why it's good to be back in Chicago. Here's the, yeah, see, so people put their shoes. If you bring your own skates, you can just put your shoes up there. People are getting out of the rink here. Look at that. People skating around. That guy's doing good. Look at this. So here, let's head around here. We'll get out of this busy area, this entrance here. But look at all these people just sitting here, having some refreshments here and watching people skate by. Yeah, he's getting some lessons there. Let's see if can I get out this way? Yeah, I can get out this way. Good. People are sitting here lacing up and getting their drinks, and we'll walk around this thing. I'll get you nice skyline views here. Look at this. Yeah, look at all these people. It's pretty crowded. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That's a good comment there, Chris. Yeah, I'd be the same way. If I was skating, I'd be holding on to the rail. It'd be hard for me to film there. There's the practice makes perfect. My dad can ice skate pretty good. I don't think he does it anymore because he's older, but he used to ice skate. We used to go ice skating. I just haven't done it in a while. And Yeah, maybe I should practice up so I could do a live stream from ice skating. It's like I do it from biking. Maybe if more people will watch, I don't know. Hey, I just like walking along the side here and filming it. For me, this is relaxation, relaxing just to watch this constant stream of people skating around the ice skating ribbon here, Maggie Daley Park. Thanks for tuning in. Back to a real winter climate. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, school still must be out, so that's good. We'll ease into 2024 and at the climbing walls, it almost looks like glaciers. Here, look at that view with the skyline, people going around the curve there. Scenes of the city here. Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. That's nice. Yeah. So here, we'll head over to the area where you can rent skates, and they got lockers in there, restrooms, and other places you can lace up. So I got to stay on this side, otherwise I'll get in that. Here's a skate pickup. Check in. I guess you can reserve skates. That's what these people are doing. They're checking out some skates here. 30 minutes before each session. Okay, check in. You can get the little penguins if you need something to hang on to. Yeah, winter's easy when the sun shines. I know we haven't gotten to the real winter yet. Everybody's looking with great anticipation. They want to see snow in Chicago, and they want to see frigid below zero temperatures, and we have not really had much of either. We just had the little snow around Halloween, and there was a little snow around New Year's, which I missed because I was in Texas. I saw City Walking Girl got some of it, but that didn't last long, and here we are back to the mudslick. There people are lacing up. They got some hand sanitizer stations there. They got the snowman, and look at all these people waiting. So yeah, this is, if I go in there, I'll lose my connection, but you can see in there, you can rent skates, and you've got restrooms, nice restrooms, and you can just jump right on the ice right here once you lace up. But yeah, we're in the easy part of winter still. We still got a long ways to go, so we'll take advantage of the sunshine and film all these people out enjoying a nice winter day in Chicago. Everybody else is doing good here. Ice skating ring, Maggie Daley Park. So I'll walk along the top there so we can get a nice overview as we head back in there. And we'll go by where the Zamboni parks there. How's it going? Yeah, they're checking out the mat there, which is nice, so people don't trip on the mat. Yeah, look at all these people skating. Just skating their little heart's content there. That's a nice view there. If we get up above here, we can get a nice view of the skyline here around this curve. So that's where the Zamboni's in there, and usually once a day they clear everybody off the ice and run the Zamboni around here to smooth everything out, which is nice. And look at that. Yeah, that's the shot right there. You get people, the constant flow of ice skating traffic here. It's nice. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, there's a TikTok account where the creator roller skates through Chicago. Liz Skates Chicago. Thanks, Lisa. So there, we got another live streamer, or somebody that at least records roller skating through Chicago. What a great idea. I had a friend of mine from the 70s when roller skating was a big thing, and he used to say they used to roller skate all over the city, like when the roller derby and all that stuff was in vogue, and it still is. They did have the Windy City Rollers. They would have the the teams of women that compete on the roller rinks, and they bash into each other and they get pretty aggressive. It's amazing watching those. And I don't know if they're still doing that or not. I need to look into that. But here, we'll head around a little bit here. Yeah, these people are skating good. Hello, how's it going, Elena? So yeah, we're thanks for everybody. We're finding more content creators there from Chicago. I'll check out Liz Skates Chicago because I want to see some of that footage. Somebody roller skating around Chicago. That's another idea. I know I get on the bike. It's easier for me to get on the bike. I know people say get a skateboard or a one wheel, but There, we'll head right up around here, and we'll get nice skyline views. But the ice skating rink is really well used today. I'm so happy to see this park. You know, as a city planner, I always judge the success of parks by how well they are used. And, you know, you see through the summertime how well used the bean area is. It's still very popular. People do use the, not as much, they use the playground area. And the ice skating ribbon's more heavily used in the wintertime than the summertime, because they do open it up in the summertime for regular roller skating, like what Let's Skate Chicago does, but it's not as heavily used, but other areas of the parks are, you know, and so it's nice to have some winter options and some summer options of uses. You see where you can take the elevators down, there's parking underneath here. The Monroe parking garage is underneath us. Here's a nice vista of the skyline with the Chicago skyline with the Maggie Daley ice skating ribbon. Isn't that nice? And here we'll get better views actually if we go this way a little bit. So thanks for tuning in. There's the Genie Gang designed St. Regis. There's all the East Lakeview East skyline. And look at this. Yeah, we'll get a nice overview. Look at that, the ice skating ribbon here. Maggie Daley Park's looking nice. Yeah, isn't that nice? Thanks everybody for tuning in to Lunch Bunch here. There you can really see the whole area there where you can lace up the curve here. And the climbing walls look like glaciers to me in wintertime. It's nice here. They light this up at night. It looks really nice at night. We got some footage of it at night. And there, look at the backdrop there. Sweet home Chicago. So let's see, what do we want to do now? I'll probably just, what time we got? We got 12:22 in the PM, afternoon, and 35 degrees. We'll head back across the pedestrian bridge. I might have a little time to head into the loop. We'll go under those L tracks that I've been missing, the rumble of the L. And let's see if we can get over to Kris Kringle Market to see if they're starting to close up shop there, because I think they probably, I haven't been back since before Christmas, so it wouldn't surprise me if they already started to dismantle that whole Kris Kringle Market area, and the same with Wrigleyville. And I don't know, you know, there's still some winter stuff in Navy Pier in the indoor part, or they did that in years past. I guess the auto show's coming up, so the next big event that I know of is that, if anybody else knows of any other January, I guess the auto show is going to happen at the convention center. That's always a big thing in Chicago before it heads to Detroit. And I already seen some advertisements for some black tie charity events at the Chicago Auto Show. I might actually go to it this year. I didn't go to it last year, but the tickets are cheap. That might be some interesting filming opportunities. Let me know if anybody's interested in the auto show. You know, look at the perspective of someone that doesn't own a car going to the auto show, but, you know, going to Texas and driving my father's nice vehicle. I know automobiles are a necessary evil in our society. Positive, negatives, everything. See what they got. It's interesting. I do like the design, you know, the design concepts, and they got the driving tracks, and, you know, but there's the ice skating ribbon, Maggie Daley Park. Yeah, Jose, thanks for tuning in there. Hola. Yeah, welcome to Chicago. And look at that, the skyline there. It's good to be back in Chicago. But it was also fun being in San Antonio. We saw some of those Spanish missions, and look at that, she's skating backwards. That's good. There's people. Hey, how you doing? That's awesome. Hey, how you doing? Looking beautiful. That's great. Yeah, it's nice. People are nice, waving to the camera and saying hello, in a good mood. Still feels like a holiday festive spirit here, even though we're after New Year's. Just let the good times roll here. What's happening? ¿Cómo estás? Let's see here. We'll go by the Wee Wee Portalettes, the Ring Cafe. So we'll leave this area and we'll head back across the bridge here and get some nice skyline views. And there's a nice crocodile. That's good. Crocodile Rock. The drag racers, yeah. There's drag racers everywhere. There's drag races in every city, but Chicago, of course, we got the street racers. People take over intersections, do the donuts and mess up everything until they wreck into each other and put it on social media. There's always something stupid happening somewhere. Isn't it amazing? Our brains weren't aware of all the stupid, idiotic things that people do, and then now our brains are bombarded with it every day. Every time you go through the reels, people wrecking, fighting. Idiotic behavior. I'm sure I can do my own to contribute to it. Try to stay positive and just show scenes of the city here. Yeah, the drag racers will be there at the auto show. That's nice, yeah. Hey, Netherlands. Thanks for tuning in, Paul. Thank you very much. That's nice. See, we're starting to grow our audience here on YouTube. I think that's great because we get people that tune in from all over the world on TikTok, of course, but it's great. I'm glad that people are able to find this content. Welcome to Chicago. We're walking across the pedestrian bridge. If you missed it, you can watch the live rerun. I got other live reruns where we show the ice skating ribbon. And the Netherlands is such a great ice skating culture. You know, you got the canals and you always mop it up there with the Olympics and the winter sports and ice skating. And thanks for tuning in here to Chicago. You race professionally. That's great. Good. Thanks. The way I roll. Good. I'm glad to hear that. And that's what I thought. You know, I didn't want to group you in with the street racers. You're more professional than that. I'm sure you go to tracks and do the time trials, and I watch some of those on the ESPN. And yeah, the muscle cars and amazing technology that goes into street racing, the real street racing. And you're the fastest. Yeah. Oh, Netherlands, you're always the fastest. You always usually win the speed skating and the endurance because you got such a long history from the canals there and the polders, you know, ice skating there in the Netherlands, Holland. That's great. Thanks for tuning in. But yeah, you know, that's what's a good thing about living in the northern part of the United States. We got a good winter culture here in Chicago. People do know how to ice skate, support the hockey teams, and you know, see people out snowshoeing and snow skiing in the parks. Your car's on your profile. Good. We'll check it out. Hey, everybody, check out the way I roll. Now I understand your name. That's the way you roll. You got nice vehicles, and you probably post all your content of your racing, and I'll check that out. Thanks. Temperature's not too bad. So we got about 35 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 1 or 2 Celsius centigrade. And we're just above freezing, above zero. And it's not bad at all. Not much wind. We had some sun, but these clouds came out of nowhere. You see how quickly these clouds came in, because when we started, we were over there, and they're blowing in from the west, it looks like. And so there's a few gaps. And this is the skyline of Chicago. There's the Pritzker Band Show, of course, designed by Frank Gehry. Frank Gehry did the Balboa Museum there, and many other commissions throughout the world. The LA Disney Center. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for tuning in here. Thanks for being part of the live audience here. We'll head. We got 12:29 in the PM, North American Central Time here in Chicago, and we'll head down this nice pedestrian bridge that gets us across Columbus Avenue. We'll head into the loop over there and at least go under the trains. I'm going to try to get quickly to Daley Plaza to see if they've already taken down the Kris Kringle Market, and see what else they're going to do there at Daley Plaza for winter. Yeah, Tinley Park. Team racing in Tinley Park, Illinois. I know where Tinley Park is. That's great. A nice suburb in Chicago on the southwest side. You got a nice downtown. I think they got a nice skating rink in Tinley Park too, right? Have you seen that? I'm sure you have. And thanks, Jose. And you got the Rhine Rivers overflowing there. Huh. I know I saw Scandinavia, like Sweden's having record cold temperatures already. It doesn't usually get that cold. And the cold temperatures we usually get in North American Siberia, it's finally affecting Scandinavia there, but we're all connected here. Look at the beautiful skyline of Chicago, the Sears Tower, the Willis Tower, whatever you want to call it. And look at this great view to the Pritzker bandshell. We got the Smurfit Stone building, the diamond-shaped, was used in the movie Adventures in Babysitting. And this is the tall one here is the Aeon. It looks similar to the World Trade Centers, but of course we're in Chicago, not in New York. And Prudential building. There's the Pittsfield, and that used to be Marshall Field's, or Montgomery Ward's, I'm sorry. Yeah, Sweden, it's 40 below. I mean, it's just nuts, the wind chills, you know, they're not used to, even though, isn't it amazing, like Stockholm and Oslo are as far north as Anchorage, Alaska, and we don't think of it that way, you know, because they usually, the warm currents over the Atlantic keep England and Scotland and Scandinavia more mild in the wintertime, but that might be changing. You know, if that Gulf Stream starts to flip, you know, Scandinavia and Europe could be like Canada, you know, and because most of, like, London would be in Canada if it was in the northern hemisphere. We forget that, you know. And yeah, very, very much snow, very much. You got a lot. You see all the snow. Everybody's like, where's the snow in Chicago? So you're getting the snow we usually get in Chicago. You're getting it in Europe. That's amazing. Hey, thanks for tuning in. There's the Bean, the Cloud Gate. Officially, we call it the Bean here. It's a mirrored sculpture there. It's under construction. That's why there's fencing. Millennium Park. This is Millennium Park in Chicago. We'll head right across. There goes the L. See if I can do this without muting myself. There's the L train pulling into the station there. This is, I think, Washington Street here. And no. This is Madison. This is Madison Street. We'll head down Madison Street and we'll head over towards Daley Plaza here, Chicago, Illinois. So here we got some ice skating. Oh, see so they cleared everybody off. This is the ice skating rink, the larger one, and they clear people off at noon because they usually get the Zamboni out and they smooth out the ice. So I started my live right at noon to catch the people still ice skating there, and we'll head across. I'll run across the street here to save some time here. The light just changed here, so we'll cross Michigan Avenue. There's the Wrigley building. We zoom in here, hold on a second here. There, look at that, there's the Wrigley building. Looking straight up Michigan Avenue. You see how there's parking garage entrances in the middle of Michigan Avenue here. And if I pan all the way out here, good. Hey Sharon, better late than never, that's okay, thanks for tuning in. You missed stuff we already saw, you know. Here's Michigan Avenue, where I have Raising Cane's here at Madison and Michigan. We'll head right over. There's the L train going north there. We'll head over to Daley Plaza to see if they've already started to dismantle the Kris Kringle Market. And there's the comic store, Graham Crackers Comics. I'll go inside there some other time, but we don't have time today. Nefarious intent. Yeah, how do you prove that in court? Is this truck gonna cut me off? Oh, how's it going? Thank you. I was saved by the people coming the other way. There's Paisanos. There's the train coming out. Hey, sounds of the L train there. I missed that there. There's some jewelry. Yeah, it's a clean street. Usually people, when they contrast New York with Chicago, of course New York's much larger, but Chicago has cleaner streets. So positive, negatives, everything, you know. And you know, Chicago and New York are the major skyscraper cities in the United States. But here we'll cross. This is their old transit system, but it still functions. Here's an elevated train track or mass transit system here in Chicago. We're going under Wabash, and that's looking north. Here's a station right here. The station kind of looks like Calatrava, but it wasn't designed by Calatrava. It was designed by Chicago-based architects and engineers. And we'll go right by the Carson Prairie Scott former location, which is now the Gothic Target. And there we're going. We just passed Jewelers Row, so there's a lot. Just like the Netherlands. The Netherlands is a center for jewelry and diamonds. Antwerp and the great cities of the Netherlands there, but we're in Chicago here. I had a friend that lived in Rotterdam. I know Rotterdam has like some skyscrapers, but now he lives in Hong Kong now. What a change, you know, true international man of mystery there. Every time I see him, he has a new girlfriend from a different country. It's nice. But look at the Louis Sullivan cast iron historic facade here of the former Carson Prairie Scott. Now it's the Gothic Target. Here we'll cross the street. Here we'll cross State Street. This is State Street looking north. We'll get more views of it once we get up towards the Chicago Theater. This is State Street looking north here in Chicago. Here's State Street looking south. They still got some of the holiday lights. So there you can see the whole building there. It's a significant historic building here. Let me make sure I'm zoomed out all the way here. Am I zoomed out? Let's see. Never can tell if I'm zoomed out all the way. I guess I am here. Can't get the whole thing in here. But Louis Sullivan with his partner Adler to design that. I think maybe Adler was still, I don't know if he was still with Adler at that time or not. But here we'll head over towards the Daley Plaza. What time we got? 12:37. Yeah, so I will head up State Street. So I want to show you some more of State Street, because there's more to see on State Street than the other way here. So we'll walk up north on State Street, north of Madison, head up towards Washington. We'll cut over on Washington to Daley Plaza. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Yeah, it holds the corner retail. Look at that. Yeah, there you can see the whole building kind of better there. They call it the Sullivan Center now, named after Louis Sullivan. There's a Uniqlo. I didn't know what Five Below was. Now I figured out what's Five Below, because there's a Five Below store south of here. They have them in Texas. I asked my sister what they were, and I guess everything's under $5. I didn't realize that's what it was. I thought it was like a refrigeration thing, but it's not. I think that's Six Below. But Uniqlo, I guess, out of Japan here. Nordstrom Rack, they got the Red Line subways right here. State Street, that great street. You can see the trumpets from Macy's. That's the Macy's store. Used to be Marshall Fields here in Chicago. We've gone inside that several times. And if I zoom in, a professional job, that's good. The art building was your professional, that's good. Thanks for tuning in there. See, there's the Chicago Theater at the end of all those trumpets there. The Chicago Theater, State Street. Thanks for tuning in. We'll go over and see, I'll cross the street here. See if I can zoom out all the way. There we go. So there's the L train going by. Can't see it over that truck. That truck's blocking my way here. There's the L train going by there on Wabash. Sounds of the city here. Look at the nice we'll head right over here. Oh, virtual reality Sightcraft tournament. You can go in there and play your virtual reality games. And there's that eat and drink urban space food market. This is a vintage skyscraper here. Historic building here. I think they call it's where the Atwood the Stay Pineapple Hotel's in this thing. early vintage skyscraper here in Chicago. The Reliance building, I think that's what they call it. Five Below is a horrible place. So it's for teens and younger girls. That's why I don't know what it was. I was like, what's this Five Below? I'm definitely not the market demographic. So I guess I'll skip that store. Thanks for saving me a trip. Here's your Morningstar investments. And of course, we're not going to get over to LaSalle Street because we don't have time. We got 12:40 in the PM. We're over at Dearborn here and Washington. And yes, look how quickly. Remember, all December we were filming the Kris Kringle Market here. Here's Daley Plaza. There's City Hall, Chicago City Hall. This is the Cook County Courthouse building. They call it the Daley Center. And the federal courthouse is down that way, that black building. There's the Chase building. These are county offices. There's the First Methodist Church. We got the light here. So yeah, we'll just go by the flame. I won't go into Daley Plaza because they're dismantling it still. This used to be the Kris Kringle Market. So we passed the holiday season. We're fully in the new year. And we'll have to wait the next year to see the next Kris Kringle Market. But it was nice. If you missed it, you can check out the reruns. We got plenty of reruns both on TikTok and YouTube of the Kris Kringle Market. Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for tuning in there, guys. There's Channel 2 News. Channel 2 News is right there. They got the Jumbotron there, the big digital display of their news. Sometimes we catch the weather when we're going by here, the weather forecast. Yeah. Yeah, typical stupid news in Chicago. Hey, look at the pigeons there. The pigeons are all eating over the left. Here's the Eternal Flame. This is a memorial to the military people that have served and paid the ultimate sacrifice in the military. This Eternal Flame we have here. That's a Picasso statue. That's a Picasso statue, a rare Pablo Picasso public art statue here in Chicago. I think they commissioned that in the late 60s, 1960s. So there's remember we went inside there. That's where they had the gluten line, the Kris Kringle Market Lodge there. And last thing they have, here comes the pigeons. Oh no, we're getting attacked by pigeons, rats of the air. I know Kenny's got the rats there in New York. We got pigeons. But see, there's plenty of parking underneath this federal courthouse, but it's very secure. Yeah, travel to Chicago. Come in the spring or summer or fall. Usually the fall we have really nice weather, you know, and usually we have snow this time of year, but we don't have snow this year. You know, I guess it's all going to Sweden. And but here we'll make a right on Randolph. We'll head, you know, usually what we usually do, we go by the Chicago Theater. We'll see who's on the marquee. And so tomorrow, weather permitting, we'll do the Riverwalk. Probably, I haven't been on the Riverwalk. We'll contrast the San Antonio Riverwalk with the Chicago Riverwalk. You see how it's completely different scale, the smaller, more intimate scale of the San Antonio Riverwalk and the little canal boats they got there. And Chicago's still a major waterway that connects the Mississippi and Great Lakes, and so large ships can go through it, you know, which San Antonio River is not large at all. And it probably would dry up in the summertime if they didn't maintain the water level artificially. But there's it's got bike lanes. Look, so we got bike lanes here in Chicago. Got a two-way bike lane. This is a one-way bike lane, and they got actually bike traffic lights, which is nice. There, we got the light here. Well, hey, look, the Nederlander Theater. So it's kind of named after the Netherlands. It used to be called. There's the L going by. Look at there's the L going by. Welcome to Chicago. Now, Paul, this used to be called the Oriental Theater. It used to be called the Oriental Theater. They renamed it the Nederlander Theater. And a long time ago, it was called the Iroquois Theater, but there was a horrible fire. And so they kept having to rename the theater. But it has off-Broadway, like Hamilton's playing there now. There's a Garrett's Popcorn. If you're in Chicago, you get some Garrett's Popcorn if you want. And this is Block 37, a mixed-use housing and offices and commercial mall here. But here's the box office for the Nederlander Theater here on Randolph Street in Chicago. And we got the Blick Art Materials, this little cuckoo clock, but I guess it is Dutch. I guess it's like a Dutch revival architectural style. And we'll head back to State Street. Toronto. Oh yeah, Toronto is a major port city too, along the St. Lawrence there. There's the L going by here. There, you just missed the last bit of it there. But yeah, Toronto is such a great city, often compared with Chicago, because we're both Great Lake cities, similar size and size of the downtown. But here's the Chicago Theater. Here we'll head this way and see what's on the marquee here. Welcome to Chicago, State Street. We're north of Randolph, and we'll head over to Lake Street and head back to work here. But here's we'll go by the Chicago Theater, just doing a usual cruise of the loop here. There's the Gene Siskel Film Center, Siskel and Ebert, and Ali Sadiq, Randy Rainbow, Ali Sadiq, January 26th. There's the entrance to the Red Line. You can go down to the subway right there, the lake and station on the Red Line. But here's the Chicago Theater's looking nice in the sun. Hassan Minhaj, January 12th. Brett Goldstein, January 18th, 19th, and 20th. Three-night stint there for Brett Goldstein. Hassan Minhaj. Check it out there at the Chicago Theater. That's the first I've seen that on the marquee. Here's the Channel 7 News. Negative 22 degrees. That's nuts. That's pretty cold. Sometimes they do the live broadcast, but I guess that we're already past the lunch broadcast there. There's the Medieval Torture Museum. The Chicago Theater's looking nice. ESPN Chicago, they're always doing something here. They're taking a commercial break. He's wearing the Bears jersey there. That's great. Yeah, I'm on my lunch break. Thanks, Lisa, for filling in the information here. We'll run to get across the street here before the light changes. State Street, Chicago, Illinois here. What time we got here? 12:47. So I got just enough time to go up to the river, because you know I've been missing the views of the Chicago River. Here comes an L train coming down the Lake Street, going into the State Lake Station. We'll go under the here's the Witt Hotel, the greenish yellowish. There's the Marina Towers. We'll get a good view of the Marina Towers here. There we go, the twin Marina Towers. It's corn, a big lump with knobs. We got two of them. Look how nice it looks there. Beautiful architecture of Chicago. State Lake. We'll get up to the river there and Chicago Alley. There's the subway. No snow, not yet. Maybe Tuesday. The first we have a chance of snow on Tuesday. It looks like a major weather event, but we don't know if we're going to get rain or snow, because we're going to be right on the edge. And that's what happened last year. We'd always get these big snowstorms, and then it would be snowing in the suburbs, and by the lake we'd get rain, and it wouldn't amount to anything. So we'll see what happens this year. But you know, it's cold enough to snow, at least at night, but we're above freezing now. We're 35 degrees Fahrenheit, 1 or 2 degrees centigrade. And believe it or not, there's a river there. It's hard to tell here. I'll show it to you once we cross here. And we'll head back to Michigan Avenue once we cross Wacker Drive here, State Street, Chicago Theater, Wolf Point, Marina Towers. We got the light. So let's check out. Let's see if we see the hot tub boat. We'll see if the hot tub boat's getting in an accident. There's the John Hancock. This, of course, is the Trump Tower, Marina Towers. That used to be the IBM building. Now it's the Langham Hotel. And look how you see the John Hancock. There's the Wrigley building. We'll get a better view of it. But here, we'll just stay up top here. And tomorrow we'll do the Riverwalk. And of course, I already got many hours of footage walking along the Riverwalk. And yeah. You going up north for the Bears-Packers game? Hey, Chris, that would be nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's Is that the last one of the season? Last game of the season, yeah. There's McCormick and Schmicks. So Green Bay beat Detroit. I think that's what happened the game before. And I saw, my brother-in-law was watching some of that. There's a Vietnam memorial below us. You can see the Chicago River right there. We'll head over to the Michigan and Wacker area. So we get nice views of the Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower. Here's the statue of George Washington. We saw a statue of George Washington in Austin. It was on the University of Texas campus there, but there's a trio of them there. And then you see the Marina Towers behind there. Look how nice that looks. Oh, sirens. Where's the sirens? Here's Wabash. There it comes. Welcome back to Chicago. We got sirens. Where's it going? Yeah, very clean. Thanks for the comments there, yeah. Yeah, that's the one positive thing well, not one, it's a positive thing we have here in Chicago. We got clean streets. It's less crowded than New York. And we still got beautiful architectural high-rises, historic architecture, and nice parks, nice museums. Positive, negatives, everything. Lots of street noise. There's Irv Kupcinet, sportscaster, sports writer, along with Jack Brickhouse and Harry Carey. They all got statues to them, all of them do. Chicago loves its sports, and so they love their sportscasters and lionize them. You know, Austin has Stevie Ray Vaughan and Willie Nelson, and we got statues to our sports broadcasters. Isn't that interesting? How's it going? Yeah, taking pictures there. Big bus tours. They're taking pictures in front of the Trump building. Isn't that interesting? People taking pictures in front of the Trump building. Happens sometimes. Here's the Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower, and the Equitable Building. When we get closer, we'll see the Intercontinental Hotel will appear in the middle of those and make a nice trio of historic vintage Chicago skyscraper architecture. And that's why I came this way. We got 12:52 in the PM. Super bus, yeah. Giant bus, double-decker bus. You take the tour bus all around there. You get the nice look at the Jewelers Building, the dome, all these skyscrapers here. Look at that. That's a nice view. Make sure I don't walk into anybody. I'm walking backwards here. The perils of live streaming, walking backwards and filming. How's it going? Look at that. What a view. See, here's the river. Riverboats, there's a Wendella. There's the DuSable Michigan Avenue Bridge. And look at this. We'll get the Wrigley Building, the Tribune Tower. This great view. Double deck Michigan Avenue Bridge. It's a bascule bridge. It's a drawbridge. And people taking pictures. And there we go. See how the Intercontinental with the Onion Dome appears in between the Tribune and the Wrigley Building. This classic view here. Chicago, Illinois. Thanks for tuning in here. I didn't see the hot tub boat. We saw the hot tub boat here. The infamous hot tub boat in Chicago. Causing scandals and wrecks and whatever it's doing. But look at that. Yeah. You saw Stevie Ray Vaughan? That's great. Thanks for watching that video here. So here we'll head across Wacker. Here's the London House. Of course, I saw that great footage from New Year's Eve. People were on the roof and they shot fireworks all over the bridges over there. They're just looking south on Michigan Avenue. So we were down there. That's where the Millennium Park is. See, we kind of did a circle through the loop. And here's where you see on the ground here, you see where the edge of the Fort Dearborn Historical Site. Here stood old Fort Dearborn, 1803 to 1812, and it was destroyed by the Potawatomis. That's why it only made it to 1812. They destroyed it. They didn't really rebuild it. And the London House has got many murals inside of it. You go inside that lobby, they got some historical murals of the river, the bridges, and Fort Dearborn. Here we'll cross Michigan Avenue once again. Get you a nice view looking north here. Look at that. Look how the John Hancock will fill in the gap there, looking straight up Michigan Avenue here with the Wrigley and Tribune Towers. We're at Michigan and Wacker here, Chicago, Illinois. And there you see over to the Lowe's and the Streeterville skyline. We'll go by Fannie Mae and Crumble in the Blackhawk store. Oh, Stevie Ray Vaughan played a hell of a show. I mean, he's up there, definitely on the top 10 list of the greatest guitarists of all time. Maybe on the top 5. It's always debatable who's the top 5, but definitely the top 10. You know, I mentioned Jimi Hendrix, Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters, and of course Eddie Van Halen along with Stevie Ray Vaughan. I left out Eric Clapton. Eric Clapton, of course, is one of the best guitarists considered ever. And, you know, who else should be on that list with the greatest guitarists? You know, I'm leaving some people out. But, you know, everybody argues over who the greatest guitarists are. But at least Stevie Ray Vaughan, he like many musicians, he died way too young. And, Alita, yeah, Midwest, thanks. Hello. Jimmy Page, there you go. Sharon, thank you. Jimmy Page should certainly be on that list as well with Eric Clapton and Jimi Hendrix and Bo Diddley, Muddy Waters. You know, you could even put like, you know, he always gets glossed over. You know, all these great guitarists, like Bo Diddley bridged the gap. You know, Muddy Waters was blues, and Bo Diddley and bridged the gap to rock and roll, and then we get Jimi Hendrix. You know, it really just took it to the next level. You know, and Eric Clapton and Jimmy Page and all the later guitarists like Eddie Van Halen that came after that, you know, and Stevie Ray Vaughan too. Stevie Ray Vaughan was more blues, you know. It's amazing, you know. And yeah, Joe Bonasama, yeah. I left out, you know, Carlos Santana. You know, there's so many, you know, that we could put on that list, and it's arguable. You know, everybody can argue who their favorites are. But it was nice seeing the Stevie Ray Vaughan statue. We saw the Willie Nelson statue, who was not a guitarist, but, you know, songwriter and singer. And so Austin's a musical city, just like Nashville and Chicago, New York, all the great musical cities. And but hey, thanks everybody for tuning in for our little tour of Chicago. It's good to be back. Thanks for being a live audience. We'll probably be on TikTok tonight, and then maybe we'll do the river walk tomorrow on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's good to be back in Chicago. And Prince is overlooked too. Prince is an amazing guitarist. Yeah, I think he should be in the top 10 as well. And what a great musician Prince was, and a songwriter. He wrote so many songs that he didn't even sing. He would give his songs to other people, and then they would become top hits for them. And so thanks everybody for tuning in. Have a great Thursday here. We'll see you later tonight on TikTok, and appreciate the audience tuning in from all over the world there, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. All my regulars, the Lunch Bunch. We'll talk to you later. It's good to be back, and have a great day, everybody. Thanks a lot. Dick Dale, yeah, that surfer rock. That was nice. Dick Dale was nuts. Talk to you later. All right. Yeah, Jimi Hendrix. Talk to you later. Yeah, we'll check out your roadster there.